Okay, the tool that we would like to share now is it's a tool called the Request for Change. You'll see this one is on the Something for Us that we encourage couples to do on an ongoing basis. We encourage you to do that on a daily basis. And this one actually is what happens when you get to the Request for Change part and you've put something out there and now you don't know if it's something that your partner's agreeing to or not agreeing to, or your partner actually is just, just hasn't talked about it or whatever. So this is just a tool to help you dig a little deeper in that one session of Request for Change. So we're going to show you now how you set it up. Actually, in this, we're going to look at that there's a role of a speaker, and then there's the role and the responsibilities of the listener. And then how do you do that? How do you speak a request for change, and how do you listen to be able to offer your partner what they're asking for?
Yeah, request for change is goodwill, empathy, respect, and also honoring your word about how you were going to do it, right? I have a request for change. And you're going to watch Porter and Joni demonstrate the request for change. And it is very, very important that we watch the words that we choose, to put out there on the table. We pay attention to how we're listening, and that we actually do it the way it was designed, right? So not to do it your version of it. Doesn't mean you can't, again, play with this after you've mastered it, but we ask you to do it the way it was designed. When I feel, because my request for change is, and of course, will you do this? And again, you'll see in the video how this is done. The important thing to note here is that, this is in your Something for Us. You're not to stop in the middle of your Something for Us and do this. It's after you're done with your Something for Us and you want to go back and review the request for change.
In a healthy way.
In a healthy way, right? Because Angie's got a request for change about me sharing information that you've heard earlier. And if we were to stop everything in the middle of Something for Us, that exercise would start taking a long, long time. And that exercise was designed to be, a 5 to 10 minute exercise. So this is just to get a little deeper, get more clarity, do it in a format that actually gets you the results you're looking for, and also to be safe. One of the things these tools do, it's safe. It's safe communication if you do them the way they're designed.
So in the request for change, the format is just to actually, like I said, have a speaker. The speaker would actually ask their partner, their spouse, if they can do a request for change. And again, this is a follow-up to once you've shared something in the Something for Us, but you feel like it hasn't been kind of agreed upon, or it just needs to be worked out a little bit more. This is the tool you would go to. So in the request for change, again, you are the speaker then when you have something you need your partner to hear, and their job is to be a listener. So again, it takes really asking, can we do a request for change? As your spouse says yes, then he's agreeing to the goodwill, the respect, the empathy, and again, this is all followed up with integrity. Okay, so as a speaker, I would come to my husband and say, so when you do this, I feel this because my request for change is, and will you do this? Okay, I say all of that as a speaker. I just finished those stems. As a listener, then he would then say,
when you feel, because your request for change is, and yes or no, I won't do it.
Okay.
Whatever that is.
Right, and it could be that simple. Again, this is for your us. So by the time you do this tool, you'll actually get to know what that looks like at the end of it. If your spouse can actually honor that request, then that's simple. That's all you got to do. And then with integrity, you guys will start implementing that in your us. Okay, and if not, if the answer is no, or maybe with modifications or whatever, there'll be another tool that will help you get into from there. But that's how this tool is taken that, instead of remember the request for change and the Something for Us means you're just putting something on the table. This actually takes that issue, that request, and makes it more tangible and
then
more
takes
complete.
you to conflict resolution. The next step, and we'll show you, is conflict resolution. So, her request is this. I, for whatever reason, can't agree to it or won't agree to it, but I'd be willing to compromise with her. And the conflict resolution tool that we'll take you to very shortly will show you how to do that.
Yes.